Iceland, the land of fire and ice, is a must-see destination. It's truly an untamed island with its menacing icebergs and active volcanoes. We spent 8 days traveling around this unique and wonderful country. From snorkeling between tectonic plates to whale watching, join us as we bring you the best of Iceland. On day 1 of our Iceland road trip, we pick up our camper van, do a volcano hike, and try the Icelandic national food at the best hot dog stand in Reykjavik. After saying goodbye to Austin, we had 2 layovers, one in Atlanta and one in Boston. So far, everything has been going really smoothly. Our flight doesn't leave until around 9 p.m., so we have about 8 hours to just hang out at the airport.
It's been another long day at Boston Airport, but we're about to get on our flight to... I cannot wait. This has been a long time coming. I'm absolutely exhausted. Gonna get on the plane, fall asleep, wake up fresh, and then we can hit up Iceland ASAP. We have finally made our way to Reykjavik, Iceland.
So in order to get through customs, we had to have 3 different things. We had to have our PCR test, we had to have our vaccination certificate, and we had to have a registration code to enter the country. So now we're just waiting until 8 a.m. so we can pick up our camper van. So I'm really excited for this. We've never done a camper van travel series before, so this is going to be totally new for us and for you guys. So stay tuned for our camper van. We're excited to see it.
Alright, it's nearly 8 o'clock. We're heading back to the arrivals gate to hopefully meet the guy who will take us to pick up our camper.
We just got our KuKu camper van and we are going to make our first stop at the volcano, which is the whole reason why I'm so excited to be in Iceland, because how many chances in life can you have to see a volcano?
We will give you a tour of our camper van, but first we want to see the volcano before it gets too dark.
And also we're kind of tired and we have all of our luggage just everywhere, so we need to set everything up, figure out how everything works, and then we'll do the van tour a little bit later.
Or you'll get all of the bloopers.
Pretty much.
I think that's what you're gonna get. We are at the Hallgrímskirkja volcano.
Oh.
The pronunciation might be wrong, so do forgive me on that. But it was around a 20-minute drive after collecting our home on wheels, and we're gonna attempt the hike. There are 2 hikes. One is to the lava fields, and the other one is to the volcano where you can actually see the rim of it. We're not entirely sure which one we'll be able to do because we are pretty tired after our long flight, but it should be interesting to see what's in store. It's been a long time since either me and Holly have actually gone on a hike like this. The last time I believe was Wadi Shoka, which was our Christmas Day hike.
Yeah. The terrain is a little bit different than Wadi Shoka, but I have some new hiking boots. I don't know how well they'll work, but I thought they were cute and hopefully they serve their purpose.
The path itself seems to be marked out quite clearly. There's definitely a route up, and when you start going on the inclines, They put rope, so you definitely can't get lost. Watch us get lost.
Yeah, I don't really think that you have to book a tour to do this. I think you can kind of do it on your own. When I was researching it, they had 3 different hikes, and it gave you all the coordinates and information. So we're gonna attempt it on our own.
Here comes the first real incline.
Oh,
How are the shoes holding up?
great. Not only are they cute, but they work.
Behind me is the lava field. It's a river of, well, now it's cold, but you can see where it flowed. It's completely black and it's darkened the entire valley. Holly's a little bit disappointed. She wanted to see it live and active, but it's not happening.
It might happen. It can start up at any time. It's still an active volcano, so I'm hoping that at least during the week while we're here, it'll start up again. Now we have the steepest part ahead of us. That last part looked not steep at all, and then once we started climbing it,
Boom!
as you can tell, I'm out of breath. It was way harder than I thought. Do you want to each take a different path and see who makes it up first?
Nope. The crater of the volcano is literally behind me, and you can see that the lava has come from this side and the other side down to the valley, and it goes all the way right till there where it's actually cooled off the most because people are actually just walking on it. The valley is so big, like you can see in contrast of people on the other side, they're absolutely tiny. Not a bad view. I wish it was active, but what can you do? Scratch everything we just said earlier, because we climbed another 10 minutes or so, and now we can actually see the top of the volcano, the crater, and man, it's even bigger than the last time we saw it. Wow.
Wait, it's bigger than the last time we saw it.
Yeah, I thought it was just down there.
I know.
Wow.
It's got like a really weird greenish yellow color.
It's probably sulfur or something.
I can see where it's steaming.
It's incredible.
Okay, we've decided to call it quits on our volcano hike. There isn't any lava coming out of the top, so there's kind of no point in going all the way up and finishing the 2.9 kilometers. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back down to the lava field, and then we're gonna go all the way down into the valley where the lava stopped. After that, we're gonna go into Reykjavik and get some lunch.
What's that?
I'm trying to figure out the technique so that my toes don't hurt going down. So I don't know if it's better to go sideways or to go straight. I'm not a hiker.
We made it past the steepest sections. The skin underneath my toes has been ripped apart and probably is bleeding. But we will continue. We will persevere.
The fact that I didn't fall down really surprises me, because there were a few times where I slipped and I thought I was going down.
She rallies. This is the edge of the lava field. The magma that spewed has come down the valley and it's ended right at my feet. And I mean, it's still a little bit warm. Just a little bit.
Maybe from the sun.
Could be from the sun, but we'll just call it from the lava. It's so cool.
So I'm really surprised at the color. I thought the magma would be black, but it's like a really purpley color. So I found that really interesting. And also it has steam coming out of it, so it's obviously still really hot. Just heading back to our van.
Slash home.
Yes, our home on wheels. For the next week in Iceland. We are starving, so we're gonna head into Reykjavik, and I think we're gonna try some Icelandic hot dogs for lunch.
Last hurdle.
Whew. The last one, and it's downhill, so we can do it. Power through.
I drove around an hour from the volcano into the heart of Reykjavik for these hot dogs. So they're special because they're made out of lamb, and it seems to be the place to go. Holly went and got mine. It seems it's got mustard, some brown sauce, which is the special sauce. Let's have a taste test and see how it is. To be honest, I didn't even know that they had onions and all that underneath. That was a nice little surprise. But all in all, pretty good. Pretty good. So behind me is the iconic church of Reykjavik. The design is very unique. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. It kind of reminds me of wind chimes. It's definitely a very unique church and a very unique building. Unfortunately, Holly isn't here. She is in the car. We couldn't find parking, so we just parked in an odd space and she's minding the car. Our final stop for our first day in Iceland is to go to the campsite. I feel that we are both exhausted and we need to just unpack, just figure some things out so we can be refreshed for tomorrow's adventure.
Stay tuned for our Day 2 Iceland road trip where we explore the Golden Circle.
We have driven our little home on wheels, and the first stop we've come to is Langir something volcano.
Anyway, we're at the volcano. That's
We're
all
at-
that matters.
Yeah.